So this is 30 minutes, and we'll do standing and seated and some face down and some on our back ab series work. So thanks for joining me today, and let's get going. So starting standing, you're going to face your wall and find a place where you can easily pull this to you. So it's not super easy like this, but not like, oh, it takes a lot of have to bend the arm effort. So right here, nice and easy. You pull that arm straight. Start with your arms here in a bend position, or straight position, sorry, and then bend and a little squat. So it's a little squat, and stand up, and straighten, and bend, and squat, and stand, and straighten, and bend, and squat. Little squat, just flex the ankles and the knees, and bend, and feel it start to pull on right here, yep, and straighten, and back, and 4 more, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And now flip that bar over, bring the legs together, so you're still parallel, and easily, again, you can bring this to you, so that's why we want it kind of nice and easy to start. We're going to tilt 1 foot behind us and gently start to find our balance. So you've got a choice here. You can leave that toe on the ground, or you can squeeze the glute and lift it in the air a little bit. So first we're going to lift and lower the leg. So tap the leg down for 5 and 4. Press into that bar, feel the upper body working, 2 and 1. Keep that leg in the air or touching the ground, and then bring the hands to you for 5 and 4. Keep a little micro bend in that standing leg, 3 and 2 and 1, and change legs, other side. Tripod that foot either to the mat or lift it up, lift and lower it here for 5. Pressing gently into the straps to give you a little resistance and some assistance. And 3, and 2, and 1. Now find that balance, a little micro bend in the leg, and pull that strap for 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, nice long neck, and 1, and coming back. So now you're going to step back a little farther. So I'm just going to be at the edge here of this video. You're going to underhand grip it again. So now your arms are straight, and you can pull on that strap. So instead of pulling our arms up this way, we're going to pull it to our waist as we squat for 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. We're going to hold the next one, and 1. Hold it here, straighten the arms, hold the squat for 8, and 7. Just bring those elbows right to your ribs, and then straighten the arms. 5. Elbows go straight back. 4. Relax the neck. 3. Just the back is working. And 2. And 1. And stand up. We're going to find that one leg in front position again, another leg behind you, and we'll do another small squat here with both legs bent. So just honor your knees, make sure that we're not back over this knee, we don't want to do that, and make sure this knee is not too far forward. So straight under your hips, here we go, and we're going to pull this bar again, for 4, and 3. The thing I love about this is that we don't need to do a lot of reps to get a lot of work in this with the Pilatesstick. And 1, and stand up, other side. So again, honor your knees here. Keep those knees nice and evenly and square, and pull for 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and standing up. Turn around. We're going to face outside. So again, take this right here at your sternum. So this is nice and easy. And you bend into it, just lean into it a little bit. Feet are parallel, little micro bend in the knees. Nice long spine. And find the stretch, find the resistance there in your strap. And push it out here, just like flying like Superman. For 8, and 7, and 6. So make this Pilates by engaging your core. Inhale, and that means engaging the pelvic floor and using the ha breath. As your arms leave your core and come back out. Come back out and come back in. 2, and 1. Press and hold here. Our arms are bent, elbows are bent, and you're just going to lean in here. Feel those heels and those knees are bent, and hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Raising these arms to shoulder height, but not above, so we don't want to get into our upper traps here. Nice shoulder height. Maybe step a little closer together, and now you're leaning your forehead to your bar. Forehead to the bar, and straighten the arms, so just the triceps work here. For 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, 3, hello triceps, I feel you, 2, and 1. Now we're going to do that press and hold again. Press and hold. Feel this triceps, zip that low belly. Really engage the core here. So, whoa, it'll float you back, right? So engage that core. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. All right. Turning around again for chest expansion. I give you an option. You can do this standing, or you could do it on your knees. So if your knees aren't feeling it, do the standing. It's great. It's a great exercise. Shoulder blades down your back, standing nice and tall. Head and neck are relaxed. And hopefully you can see I've got my hands through the bar. And I'm going to do 4 standing, and I'll do 4 on my knees. Inhale as we decompress the spine and bring the bar to us. We look to the right. We look to the left. We look to the center, and then we release the bar. Inhale to decompress. Look to the left. Look to the right. Switching directions. Look to the center. And decompress. Inhale as the arms go down. Look to the right. Look to the left. Look to the center. And float it up. Last one like this. And float the arms down. Look to the left. Look to the right. And through the center. Come down to your knees if that's a good option for you. And not too close here, but if you can totally adjust this by getting closer to your door. So do what feels good for your body. So we want some ease in this. We want to decompress the spine as we inhale up, and then we look. We rotate on the top of the spine, and we look, and then we bring it back. So you can play with it. Maybe come back a little more. Inhale, decompress the spine. Look, and back to the middle. So what I did say is that when you're down on your knees, you're farther away from the top of the door, so that does get heavier, so it makes sense to get a little bit closer. So please know that all these adjustments are just partly the mechanics of this equipment. Inhale and press down. So don't think that it's easier or harder. We just have to keep tweaking this equipment to find what's right for our bodies. Last one, pressing into the feet. Press heavy feet. Grow taller. Look to the right. Look to the left. And up. All right, we're going to come to roll down now. This is some of my favorite work here. And it's hard to do this on your own. You can do it with a TheraBand. Your feet are going to be up against the door, but it's so much more fun with the Pilatesstick. So inhale, and you're nice and tall here. shoulders, zip the belly, feel the sits bones onto the mat. Inhale as you press that bar down, hover it right here, like just below your shoulders, and then zip the belly. Put the spine down on the mat, one vertebra at a time. You're coming all the way down. Feel nice and long and tall here. And now let the shoulder blades come off the mat and then push them back down. Let the shoulder blades off the mat and then push them back down. So stretch the back and push them back down. And now float those fingers up, nod the chin, and rolling up, one vertebra at a time. Repeating. We're going to add a pull this time. Inhale, pressing down. Exhale, zip the belly, rolling down, one vertebra at a time. And 3 sets of the shoulder shrugs. Shoulders to the mat and relax. And shoulders to the mat and relax. And shoulders to the mat and relax. And now keeping those shoulders engaged, feel them against the mat. And now bend the elbows to pull the bar to you for 3 and 2 and 1. And now nod the chin, curling up, one vertebra at a time. Press into that bar as you come up. And repeat. Inhale, press the bar down. Exhale, zip the belly. One vertebra at a time. Nice long head and neck. Shrug those shoulders 3 times. 3 and 2. I'm trying to put the back of my shoulders onto the mat. And 1. And now I'm opening up the chest as I bend my elbows. Bend the elbows for 3 and 2 and 1. Nod the chin and rolling up, one vertebra at a time. All right, we're going to go down on one side. So put hand in the middle. I'm starting with my left hand. My right hand wraps across the front of my belly. And pushing down, inhale right here. Exhale, zip the belly. And rolling down. And now scoop this, flip that hand up overhead and reach to the side. And then take the right foot, cross it over the left and reach. Try and put the most distance between your toes and those fingers that are overhead. Inhale into the ribs. And exhale, move the legs back. Move that arm around. The arm comes back around to the belly and comes back. Let's do one more like that on that side. You inhale as you press the bar down. Inhale, press the bar down. Exhale, put the spine onto the mat. And float that arm up overhead. Inhale and float the right foot over the left ankle. Find that stretch. Let the bar pull that shoulder away too. Feels nice. Inhale fully. Exhale, move that leg back to the side of the mat. Sweep the arm around. And rolling back up. And switch sides. So right hand in the middle, left hand across the belly. Inhale to push down. Exhale, zip, wrap, and roll. And float that arm overhead, stretch. Put the left foot over the right foot. And feel the stretch. Maximum distance from fingers to toes here. Breathe, inhale. As you exhale, float that leg around. Let the arm come back to the belly. And curling up, one vertebra at a time. One more on this side. Inhale, press that bar down. Exhale, zip the belly. Float the hand overhead. And float the left foot over the right ankle. And reach overhead, distance from fingers to toes. Breathe into that left side. As you exhale, unfurl the feet. And then sweep that arm back around and rolling back up. Now we're going to go around the world a little bit, get some oblique work. You're going to hold on to your bar on the outside, all your fingers over the side. So we don't always want to grip it like with our thumbs. We can grip it with our whole hand here. Inhale, press it down. And then exhale, you're gonna go down like on the right side. So imagine you had like a ribbon on your right side. You're gonna try and place that ribbon down that side. And then you come through the middle. And then you're coming to the other side. And you're peeling it back up. So it's okay if your hands move with this. Inhale, exhale. We're gonna reverse it. Left side goes down. You're laying your ribbon down. One vertebra at a time. And then through the middle. And through the middle. And back up. And reverse and repeat. Rolling down. One vertebra at a time. Through the middle. And back up. And repeat. All this starts in the low belly. It starts with putting the back of the spine, the back of the waistband onto the mat, the shoulder blades. And then rolling up. We're going to do this one more time. And roll down. Roll through the middle. And rolling back up. And other side. Come back to where you started. Rolling down. All the way. And rolling back up. That feels nice. So now, bend your knees a little bit. Get a little bit closer. Press your feet into your door or your wall. And you're just going to come down. We're going to curl down to about the middle of the back. So you're coming down to about like right here. And now imagine that you've got the back of a bowl. So you're trying to get your ribs, like you're trying to scrape out the back of a bowl. And we're going to do 3 more that direction. For 3, notice that the legs do want to work. See if we can turn off the legs. Keep all of this in the belly. And 2. And scrape the back of the bowl. And reverse it. And other side, other direction. 5 in this direction. 4, 5. So my legs want to straighten and push away, but I'm trying to make the spine go rather than the legs. Push me down. 3. And 2. Hello, all of my core. Are you feeling this? And 1. Slow but sneaky for sure. All right, sitting up nice and tall. Feel all that energy and then release. 1 last roll down, right straight through the middle. Let's just even everything out where we are. Inhale, press it down. Exhale, zip the belly. Feel that nice long stretch. Pull the bar to you. Open the chest. Strengthen the back. Breathe into it. Exhale. Straighten the arms. Nod the chin. And let it pull you up. 1 vertebra at a time. Nice stretch. Okay. Coming into some bridging, we're going to go onto our back. We're going to put our knees over this bar. So, however works for you. If you need a sticky pad here, that might help. Might help if you've got tights on, from slipping around. The other option is you can put it through these handles. So, just as long as you feel secure. I'm just giving this a little bit of information. You can see me. Hi. All right. So I'm down here, but I want you to see what's going on here. It's more important than what my head is doing. My head is down. And I'm going to zip the low belly and engage and just lift the feet off like 1 inch off the floor. Inhale, exhale, zip the belly and float those knees off just 1 inch. And float them back down. Inhale, exhale, zip the belly. And then just what do I need to do to float those legs off? Actually, do you notice it starts up here? So I'm engaging the core, and then that's what lets those legs float just 1 inch. Kind of sneaky. Press the hands into the mat. Inhale, exhale, zip the belly. Float the legs, and down. Inhale, exhale, zip the belly, float the legs. Let those legs stay down. We're going to roll up into a low bridge. Inhale, exhale, tuck the tailbone, imprint the whole spine onto the mat as you lift the hips. Lift the hips up. Inhale here, exhale, reach to your fingertips, rolling it down. And now use this bar a little bit, kind of pull against it. Like gives you a little bit of resistance, gives you a little traction here in the low back. Inhale, exhale, zip the belly, lift the hips. Inhale, feel the heels reach towards your glutes, feel that little bit of pressure that puts on the strap. Exhale, and roll the spine down right in between. And one more just like that. If you want to play with it, you can also scoot it back and make it a little heavier. So you're going to have a little more, it's going to pull you forward a little bit more. So just notice and see. Inhale, exhale, zip the belly, imprint the spine, press into the feet, lift the hips. Nice and long. And inhale, squeeze those glutes, exhale, roll down through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Bring the bar off of your legs and come up to seated. So we're going to take the bar off now. And you're going to leave on the foot straps. So these are those black straps on the D-rings. This is kind of fun that we can do some of this suspended leg work with the Pilatesstick. Now, I'll give you the option too though, if this feels super heavy or uncomfortable, you can move this to above the door handle. So it could be a little bit longer. So if you'd like to make that adjustment, you can press pause and do that. I'm going to put my head against the door, with my hands will be about, I'm going to be about bent elbow distance away. So I'm not going too far away from the door. I'm not stretching myself all the way out here. I'm not going to add that much resistance. But my hands are right there at the door. So if I can reach my straps, I'm going to put my feet into the straps. We're going to do our ab series here. So our legs are suspended, which is awesome. The work for us is to keep them still and to use our glutes in the back of our body as we work our abs. So starting here in hundreds, you're trying to keep these legs nice and still. So you can put them in tabletop position, or you can extend them out to here. Either way, I want you to really engage the glutes and feel the connection between the heels and the glutes. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, nod the chin, reach up and pulse the arms. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, what's interesting here is that the legs want to move, and so we have to really engage the back body with this position. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're halfway done. And then exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're pushing through those fingertips, reaching up higher, keeping those hips on the ground. Squeeze the hamstrings and the glutes. 3, 4, 5. 20 more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And relax. Give yourself a little stretch here. So the series of 5 is a familiar mat series that includes a single leg stretch, a double leg stretch, some lower lifts of our legs, scissors, and crisscross. And we're going to do this with the band, and we're going to just do 4 of each, and we'll do that twice through. So we're going to do it once with the band, and then we're going to take once with the straps and once without, so you can notice the difference and see like where you get support from the straps and where you get resistance. So first with the straps, we're going to go through single leg stretch. Inhale, you can leave your head and neck down, or you can curl up to here, and you're just going to stretch one leg and then the other. We're going to do it 4, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Double leg stretch, both legs come together. Inhale, everything out. Exhale, back together. Inhale, everything out. Exhale, back together. Toes to the air, hands to the mat, head down. Poke the toes to the ceiling with just a little lift of the low belly. Lift up for 3, and 2, and 1. And now pull the legs down with the glutes here. Zip the belly, pull the glutes down, resist it back up. That's the work, is resisting the up. And lower the legs and resist it up. One more, just like that. Lower the legs, resist it up. Now we're gonna scissor the legs by dropping one leg and pulling one closer. Pull it once, pull it closer, and switch. 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 Pull once, pull closer, and last one, once, pull closer, and switch. Bend those knees. Now you're back into this tabletop position, so your glutes are really working here. Glutes are working. You can also bring your knees a little closer in to make sure you feel nice and secure. Hands behind your head, and we're gonna leave our legs bent. We're not gonna stretch our legs. We're just gonna twist to one side and back through the middle. And other side, and through the middle. And other, and through the middle. And 4 more. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. And bend those knees. So free your feet. Free your feet from the straps. We're going to do your series again, but we're going to do it without the straps. Well, then you'll get to notice where your body's different, and where we get help and where we get resistance. So bring those legs into tabletop. Inhale, nod and curl, look up in the direction of your flexion, and we're going to single leg stretch 4 times. For 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Bend both knees, double leg stretch 3 times, and out, and in, and out, and in. One more. Inhale out, exhale in, head and neck down, toes up, reach for your foot. Inhale up, drop the other leg, pull that leg once and pull it closer and switch. Pull once, pull closer and switch. Pull once, pull closer and switch. Pull once, pull closer and switch. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And toes together, head and neck down. Keep the head and neck down, hands into the mat. Lift the little low belly, toes go to the ceiling, just a little lift. Poke up and down for 3, and 2, and 1. And now lower those legs and lift them back up with the low belly. Inhale down, exhale up for 3. Inhale down, exhale up, 2. Inhale down, exhale up, and 1. Bend those knees, hands behind the head. Inhale and exhale. Now you get to straighten that leg. Twist armpit to knee and back through the center. Twist armpit to knee and back through the center. One more each direction, then we're going to take out the center. Back to the center. And take out the center. And now switch. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And bend the knees and give yourself a hug. We are almost done. We're going to cool ourselves down here. You're going to rock yourself back up and do a little bit of a mermaid. We just want to use the straps to assist our stretch. Bent knee goes to the door. And if sitting in a Z doesn't feel comfortable, just sit cross-legged. Both are good. And kind of pull this up and over. So if you're sitting like a Z, you're just going to feel this nice stretch up and over. And I'm only holding on to one of these. So I can hold on to this one so if yours is sliding, you can hold on to it, but you're only really using the weight, working against one of them. So it's like a mermaid. Stretch to that side. And zip the belly as you come back up. Inhale up. Think length rather than bending here. Length. Reach and stretch. And back up, one more, just like that. Inhale, up and over. And back up. All right, other side. Start to turn away from you. So your bent knee, the knee behind you goes against your wall or your door. Hands overhead, so you're nice and tall. Make sure your ears are between your biceps. So notice if your head wants to go forward or backwards, or your arms are too far forward or back. So just keep nice, frame your head here. Inhale, up and over. And resist it to come up. It's going to assist you, so add some of your own resistance. Inhale, up and over. And zip the belly. Last one. Inhale, up and over. And zip the belly. And come up. Drop your strap. Let's take one roll down. So standing up, nice, long, and tall. Inhale up. Exhale, float those arms in front of you and then nod the chin as they cross the midline. And down, reaching for the floor. Bend your knees when you get to the bottom. Plie 3 times here. For 3, and 2, and 1. Drop the head and neck. Press the floor away with your feet first. Head and neck are the last to come up. Pressing the floor away. Arms follow the spine. And pressing it all